Hello everyone, welcome back to Talos Principle, Road to Gehenna. So last time we did the Night Underwater quest, and we got one of the endings. I want to go for that secret ending they were talking about though. So I didn't do it last time because we were going late, but I want to try it again. So we'll start with Underwater Night quest and get that special ending where we kill the guy who tells us to learn the way of Talos, and maybe learn some insight into this community. And then we'll do some more puzzles, because I feel like we haven't done enough puzzles yet. So last time, this temple appeared after we went to the inn, so that's what I'm going to do. Alright, will it appear again? There it is, temple. Mysterious temple. So after we had the strange dream. Not quite sure how you found this place. You've come to hear the word of the Talos! Kill him! Inexplicably enraged by the old man's words, you attack him. You grab a book of ancient Greek mythology, which you find next to a column, and beat him to death with it, screaming incoherently all the while. You feel better. In fact, you feel a lot better. You also feel very sleepy. Sleep in the old man's bed. On the next morning, you open your eyes with a new sense of purpose. You're no longer afraid of failure. You remember the words of the greatest of all sages, the Holy Quantum. Failure is just an opportunity to learn something new. Your power has grown. Alright, I guess that means I can get the next ending. Let's go to the evil lair. We haven't built up sword or shield or anything. Huh. Stats. Shield of soup. And then nothing else. Okay. So let's just go straight to the evil lair. Do you want to take the evil serpent? I am not prepared. Without a weapon? Hold on, the next one. Yes. Congratulations, you had just vanquished an evil serpent god with your bare hands! Unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah, right, dream on. Okay. Alright, we went in a different direction this time. You walk west for a while, noting the splendid quality of the wallpaper. It looks like genuine stone! After some time, the corridor opens up into a huge chamber. It's so big that it contains an entire undersea volcano, which is being mined by dwarves of all sizes. I could do one of these things. Let's not jump into the volcano. That seems like a bad idea. You ask the dwarf why they mine the volcano. He says, because it gives us something to do. We could leave the volcano and seek new places, but what would we do there? We might find a library and spend our time sorting books, or work in a factory arranging matches. But whatever happens, we will be somewhere, doing something. So why change? Peace comes from acceptance. Argue activities are different. Argue places are different. Well, I guess if we have to argue, then let's decide what we want to argue. I would say activities are different. Because we do have to do something, you know, that's part of existence. The difference is not inherent, but comes from your own sense of attachment. You project the differences from within yourself. If you let go of this sense of attachment, then there is no difference. That's one way to do it. Argue he should give you his pickaxe. Okay. But that's my pickaxe, the dwarf says. Argue he is attached to it. Yeah, we're going this route. The dwarf concedes your point and gives you the pickaxe, ready to embrace a more profound detachment. You are very wise, he says. He is right. I mean, we already killed the guy. We might as well just go full-on socio. Where have we not been? The old hut. On a wide sandy plain there lives a hermit called Spatula Padre Gagne von Zwiebelhausen. Kill him and take the amulet. If the old fool won't give you the amulet, he deserves to be destroyed! You roundhouse kick him into the fine heap of elementary particles. The amulet is yours. What do you have to say with this, about this hot mahit? Currently unavailable, the secretary mumbles something about a meeting. Ah, because I might have killed him. My stats, do I have all the stats? I think I have all the stats. Let's go. Evil lair. Yes. Triumphantly holding your trophy, the guards are clapping. You're a true knight! You deserve a great reward! We're killing everybody!
Hey,
what are you doing? Atmahit does not see your attack coming. His lifeless corpse crumbles before you with a baffled expression on his face. You step over it. The guards are momentarily confused, but when you sit down on the throne, they bow before you. They know the ancient rule. You keep what you kill. You are now the chief fish, ruler of Norfolk under the sea. You don't care about the world you are supposed to return to. You have all you could ever want right here. The end. Alright, well, I didn't get the second ending, or the third ending, or whatever, the secret ending, but we had a fun time. So I wonder if the guy with the word of Talos not being able to listen to him is a commentary on these robots in their cells not ready to hear about the real world or something? Although they do seem happy enough to leave when we rescue them. I don't know. Alright, we're going over here to this last one. Actually, we saw another star. I'm gonna go back there and try to see if I can think of anything. I wonder, can we get on top of this wall? Doesn't seem to want to let us on top of these stones. Nope, we made it. Now what about this wall? Nah, it's pretty crazy. This geometry is not meant to be jumped upon. There was a second one. I went in a totally wrong puzzle. So, in order to get up there, we probably have to jump from somewhere, I imagine. I don't know. But we can try getting onto this bot and seeing if we can, like, jump onto one of these walls. Because if we have a box, we can jump on top of the moving thing. And then how close will it get? Can we? I don't know, I think that might be too far. And if we did get on that wall, where would we go? It doesn't look like there's any way to get higher. Maybe we could go behind the wall? No, that's just outside. Yeah, I'm not jumping that far. How would we get up here? We'd have to land on top of this wall and run across it. Yeah, I don't see any way to jump up there. I mean, unless we can get up there, which we might be able to from outside. Like if we have a fan that blows us somewhere. Yeah, get on top of that tower. We could look around outside a little more. All right, we can also shine lasers through these shields. So it's this tower right here, and there's the star. So we'd have to somehow get on top of this tower. Or maybe like inside? I don't imagine there's an invisible or an intangible wall. We can just walk through and take an elevator up. I mean, there may be a place to put a fan out here, because there are fans. Oh no, there are not fans we can take. That's right. I wonder if like we could put a connector on one of these rocks out here and connect between two puzzles. Okay, I took a big long look outside and I could not find anything. So I'm just gonna do this other puzzle. We'll leave the stars for later. I do plan to come back and get all of them, but I'm not gonna worry too much about that right now. Alright, we're here at the entrance to the next one. I think, yep, there's a QR code. Nothing can be more abhorrent to democracy than to imprison a person or keep him in prison because he is unpopular. This is really the test of civilization. Churchill Complete Works. Doc. I wonder if that was a real quote then. So close yet so far. Wait, didn't we have a puzzle that called that in the original game? That turns on the fan. We can pull off the fan. Okay. We can't, like, get some laser in from another puzzle, can we? That was my first thought. What's through here? What do we see? There's a blue. Is that gonna, like, activate... Oops. Activate a fan somewhere else? Nope. I was wondering if it would, like, blow us another thing. There's the person. Oh, they got a nice big cell. Alright, so I think what we want to do is we gotta start by taking this off of here and putting it on here. So we open the door, and then this should keep the door open. And then there's not really anything else to connect to right now, so is there a way to... Oh no, we have to put it on here, that's right. So that's the only thing we could do for now. So now we can put the fan back on, and... Up! We can't trigger this one, because the connector needs to be closer. Oh, it's one of these! Oh man, these were crazy. So we record what we do, and then... Oh my goodness. I'm gonna struggle with this one. I kind of forgot how these... So we record what we do, and then it plays back with a copy of us that does the exact same thing. And then we do the thing. Okay? So let's start... Wait. So we have to start here. So whatever we do here, the copy is going to do. We can get through here. Hey look, a star door. So... We need to find a switch somewhere and open that, or we use the laser to bounce through. We need to open this somehow. We open this by getting a laser here. So, when the time is up, does it put us back here, or does it just start back from here? Let's test it. Oh, it's 5 minutes. We have to come back. Right. Unless 5 minutes ends up, and then I think we just... I don't know what happens if 5 minutes ends up. But I'm not going to wait for 5 minutes. No way. So, what I want to do here is I want to turn it on, and then I want to step here so that we can blow our future selves across. And then I want... Wait. We can't start it up twice, can we? I gotta stand here, and I turn it off, and then no, it stops it. Okay, so I can't use one to start another. Is there any reason to go through here? I don't think so. Wait, what's happening? What's happening over there? I think there may be extra stuff back there. Alright. Yeah, we don't need this to be connecting there. Oh, we do. No, never mind, because that's what the blue source is. Duh. So, we need a way that we can go across... Oh. We need a way that we can go across there, do stuff over there, and then come back here, and then turn this off. So, the only way I know of to get back, get across there... Wait a minute. I have a weird idea. I stand here for a little bit, and then I go back, and then I take this. There's still a fan there, that's right. So now I have a fan over here. Okay. Nice. So now I can connect here, there, and there. Yeah. And then here's the red receptacle. So we need to use two things. One over there to get the red laser, and then we open this one. And then there's just a gate with a star on it. Oh, there. A switch. Oh, that's the end of the level. Okay, so we need to do that to solve the level. Okay. Well, now we can do this. We can get ourselves across with a fan. However... I think I need to be doing this... Wait. I'm confused. Because if I go over here, then I'm stuck. For good now. Yeah, I can't do anything. See if there's anything in here. There seems to be only a red laser. And that's all. And a ladder. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Oh, right! We can open this. I forgot. Yes. So, bad. I still don't have a fan to get back. So maybe I want to just stand here for like 5 minutes before. Alright. We'll reset and we'll try again. Alright, so we're back over here, so I'm going to record and I'm just going to stand here for like 2 minutes. Alright, that's 1 minute. Now I'll stand here for a minute. You know what? I'm going to reset this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate standing on these buttons every 10 seconds. That guy's probably like, what is this guy doing? Just running back and forth. Also, he's on his keyboard, hanging out with the buddies on the forum. Alright, that's enough time of running back and forth onto the things. So let's oops, we have to take this. Let's hop back and do our stuff really fast. No, that's not the one. This is the one. Oh. That's right. Oh, shit. Oh, I can't pick this one up. Okay, so let's change this one. Oh, darn it. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so that's open. So we don't actually need this fan over here anymore. Probably. So, no, we need to connect there. That's right. Okay, you're going back and forth. This is open. Let's take this connector out. So now we can try again if we have to, because we can put this fan back. So what I'm thinking is that, ooh, we have to put this connector in the inside. Okay. So I'm gonna quit this. So now we have multiple things. We have a fan. We have this. Now we can hop back and forth as much as we want. So what we need to do is we need to be in here, connect this with a connector, and then have it connect out here. So we probably want to start with connectors out here, connecting to each other. Okay, this one connects to there. Oh, that makes it blue. So we don't need that one opening this anymore. Let's figure out what we need. Yeah, we don't need... Oh, we do need the... No, we don't need this anymore, because it's blue. We're done with blue. Oh, that makes things easier. Huh. Unless we need to, like, shine it through there to the star door or something. Or maybe it opens when we have enough stars? So here we have the fan, and it has to be here. It doesn't have to connect... It could connect here, though. Well, that isn't going to matter. So, what we need is 1, 2, 3 connectors. So this one is fine where it is. So we just leave it there as sort of a thing that throws this over. Now what we need over here is we need... it also needs to be on the fan. So we'll leave it as it is. And we'll start this. I think we'll just start it. That's fine, right? No, we need to use it. We need to use them. Okay, so we start it, and we place this connector, like, right here. And then we stand on the fan, or, like, alternate between these two. Alright. Alright, 1 minute 25 should be enough, right? the first thing we want to do is grab this and... Alright, dude. Come stand over here. I want to get through. I don't need to go over there yet, past me. Connect you to you. Works nicely. Now we want to hop across. Whee! Now this, we have to connect to this one. And there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The weird star door. Don't know what to do with that. But that's okay, because we can open the gate now. Wahahaha! You're free! Yay! This is Sam. You serious? Welcome back, Uriel Copy. There are threads available on the Gehenna billboard system. Alright, since we did a puzzle, let's do number 4. Uriel, read this now. Let's see what everyone's been saying about us. Garrett. Is that a new one? What I tried and failed to achieve for so many years has occurred. I'm writing these words from outside of my cell. An angel appeared and released me from captivity. His name is Uriel. Pull the other one, Garrett. You've been yanking at the background code for years and never got further than the force field in front of you. Mr. Mulciber, are you suggesting this messenger is free to go where he pleases? This is quite unprecedented. What exactly did he say? Where are you now? He didn't say anything because we don't have mouths. I am in a world I have never seen before. The angel said not a word, merely released me, and I felt compelled to come here. I will treat the existence of this messenger as dubious until I have laid eyes on him, roaming the world beyond myself. Question their existence. Yeah, because if I insist on my existence, then they're just gonna say that they're just gonna, I don't know what they're gonna do. But I'll question their existence. This is more like a put the onus on them. Since you have already started on this line of reasoning, why not travel further still and doubt the existence of this entire world and everything within it? Don't mind Orc, the mods are always trying to shut people down. Just tell us, is it true you're going to release everyone? Is it true the world is coming to an end? Where are you taking us? Explain the mission honestly, explain the mission persuasively. Wait, what's the difference? If honestly, then the fact that they give me 2 options suggests that there's going to be negatives about these. So honestly would be like, it would be that Elohim has just told us to come and free these people and hasn't really told us what happened. Yeah, told us that the world is going to end and we're going to another world, but we don't actually know anything about this. Explain persuasively. That would be like us trying to convince them to go with us, but we don't really need that because they seem pretty willing to go with us already. Let's go with honesty. Elohim has realized his mistakes and sent me here to undo them. This world has fulfilled its purpose and the end of days approaches. It is my duty to release you from imprisonment and help you ascend. This is all I know. The moderation panel is kindly requesting that citizens withhold judgment on the veracity of these statements till further data can be acquired. Thank you for your patience. You have received the maximum numbers of replies for this thread at this time. Okay, cool. Now there's some other stuff. Incredible Stories number 5, Mr. Multiple Theories on Food. New gallery season. Alright, well this looks like it's going to keep updating. 6+. I'm not level 6 yet. Let's go to the new gallery season, because it feels like we might be able to, or it feels like we might miss this one. Like, it might go on without us. Voting is now closed while we tally up the results. Of course, you may continue to explore the gallery at your leisure. How convenient, the vote was closed just before I got here. Good luck, everyone. I wouldn't let my newfound freedom come between me and watching the live result. The results are in! Drum roll. In 3rd place, nay, with Where Humans Live. My first placement, woohoo! A pity it finally comes on the day Uriel begins pulling this place apart. You guys can continue having this community in the new world. There was a very tight competition this season for first and second places, and in the end it came down to a single deciding vote. In second place this season is Mr. Maltsever with a collection of natural history curios. Oh, really, I owe it to all you guys. Wait, did I have a choice? Your lackadaisical approach to these announcements tires me. Please inform us who won. Come on. I didn't realize I had a choice. I thought it was just move forward. Maybe I didn't have a choice. Maybe this is just Uriel's personality. We know he's an asshole. Okay. Finally the first place this season by a single vote. And next season's leading light, the winner is... Everyone seems to love this guy. It's the blacksmith with his abstract collection. So the one I voted for didn't even get in the running. I don't know why everyone keeps voting for this guy when he never shows up in person. A bit holier than thou, if you ask me. But nobody can show up in person. Congratulations to all those who voted for the blacksmith. Be sure to check in for your rewards. Who exactly turned the vote? Lamb had the deciding vote, as it happened. Unfortunately, you didn't select the winner and gained no profile status. So that's probably going to impact the ending I get. I don't particularly care about getting the highest status ending, because, you know, that's just going to be commentary on getting status in communities like this. Probably some kind of a joke. It's like, aha, you have the highest status. Good for you. You'll get a gold star. But I do feel a little bit sad. But I could have gamed it by asking who was the leading candidate and voting for them. Alright, that's good enough for that. Let's do another puzzle today. Now, there is a star in here. Oh, hey, it's opened. Now that I solved the puzzle, the star door is open. So I can just run around through here. Oh, they're gonna give me a crazier puzzle, aren't they? Whoa. So there's a red receptacle here, and a window here. This window leads across there. And there's another red receptacle over there. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. So, I'm guessing we don't need these over here anymore. Because we can just run around. No, we need this one. We need to take this one over to here so that we can open this door. So it's going to end up over here. We also need it for... Can't take this over a ladder, can we? No. We also need it for this. Well, not necessarily. Because while the time is going, we can take this fan off and use it. So technically, we could have two versions of this, one over there, and one that we take with us over there. So, let's just remember that we can have another connector over here if we need it. Alright, so instead of using the fan, let's go through here, because this door should be open now too. Yeah, do they have star doors in the base game? I don't remember. I thought you could just get stars whenever. So this door is probably going to remain closed forever. No, we need to open it in order to get that, in order to hit that receptacle. So maybe let's just try opening that door and see what happens. So actually, we can just shoot over there from here, I think. Wait. Yeah. Put this here and then put the other one over there. We can open that door. Oh, no, we can't. Oh, yes, we can. This is right. We can get back easily. Alright, we're back here. Let us... The fan is... Oh, right. okay, if I had stayed over there, if I had stayed, then the fan would still be going. We don't even need to take the fan off to power itself. It would just be going. Alright, so now we should be able to grab this, connect, and see what's going on over here. It's blue. Oh. Oh, crud. Alright, well, we don't need the fan, I think. Because we can just walk across if we have the fan over here. So we put one of the fans here, and we stand here. Are we gonna need to use this corner for anything? I don't know. So we bring the fan. Alright, now we can just walk all the way around. If we put the fans on these buttons, then we don't need to use this one anymore. So, oh yes, we do need that corner. We do need this corner because that's where the thing is. That's where that is. Oh, okay. So we do need to bring this fan back. Wait, I can't bring the fan back. No! Alright, we're back to where we were. So we have our two connectors, we have this door open, and what do we need to do? Let's try to figure out where exactly we need the things to be. So, we can put this here to open this, and then we want to connect blue with blue. So, oh, hey, look, there's a blue connector on this side. They knew, they decided they wanted to do a thing. All right, so that's not the only way to open this, is it? No, there's red on this side. Okay. Okay. So, what I'm seeing from this is that we need to open it with red, and then we need to switch it to blue, which we can do. We open it with red, then we switch it to blue. And when it's switched to blue, we also connect to that one. Ooh. Okay, this is a little more complex than I was thinking of doing tonight. Okay, I'm gonna leave this for another time just because it is a little bit late tonight, and oh, these episodes have been going long, and I don't really have a full episode's worth of content yet, and so I'm gonna get too tired before I can do it. So I'm gonna go on and move on to another level. We know where another star is. We've seen yet another star, and there's one more yet that we don't know where it is. And so we're gonna come back and do those another time. I can never find the way out. There's a big wall that is just right here in front of the exit. I don't know why, and I don't like it. Alright, we have 4 friends out and safe. Sam, we can't talk to them because we just can't talk, apparently. So, where is World 2? There's World 2. We got 5 here, it looks like. I wonder if there are any stars out here in the overworld. I'll just run around every greenhouse just in case. Oh, that's right, there are things. Those are reminiscent of the messenger areas from the base game. So I wonder if those are what we unlock if we get enough stars. Alright, there's nothing around there. Let's go in. Why? Why do you put the wall? So that we can't see where the exit is. And I'm confused every time I run back into this overworld. Ooh, what's over here? Nothing. These developers put all this scenery around, and there's just nothing to find. I mean, I guess there's hieroglyphs. These aren't hieroglyphs. There's pictographs. There's a pharaoh. And then there's a person with two faces. And then there's farmers. And who are these people? People who carry coffins, I guess. It meant something to ancient Egypt. There's nothing in this one either, right? Yeah. Okay, we have ourselves an Egypt land. There's 5 in this area. And again, it doesn't tell us where the stars are. However, look at this. It's a vertical. So we can go around. Oh man, there's gonna be so many interpuzzle things. There's a star right there. Connected to a connector right there. Which we can probably move. So that would throw a box up in the air. I mean, we could just hop down in that puzzle, but let's take a look around the outside. The recycle bin code is a bit funky, but it should do its job even at huge numbers. I've integrated it with the main... okay, this probably means something plot-wise. Recycle bin code. So, this person whose name is Numbers is doing something. Are they doing something with the code of this world that we're in? I mean, like the robot world? Bunny hop. Hey! It's a Celeste reference. Except it happened before Celeste. So I can move the boxes, and then these things will be triggered. What happens when they are? Ah. Okay, if I jump here, I'm gonna jump here, then can I place the box on the other... kind of. Alright. Well, can I get up there? This isn't tall enough, is it? Oh, it is. Alright, so here's another way to set this. Just go around. Is there anything on the other side? Ooh, that's bright. Alright, so we can also bring that down. We cannot... Oh. Yeah, we could. We could put it on top of the block. Right, okay. And what do we need this for? Where's the goal? We can go in... Oops. I think we can jump from vents. Like this, we can jump onto... No, we can take it. Where are we trying to go? What's the point of putting it... Oh, we're trying to get over there. Alright. So... Well, one thing we can do is instead of having this be up here, we can put it on here. We only have one connector, I think, right? And then that's up there. That might have been a mistake, because we can't undo that. I don't think we can even try to place the block on top of another block. That would be kind of pointless. Wait, we can take it, can't we? There's the guy. can. Ooh. Oh. I don't know what good this will do. But we can now do the same thing with this one. All right. Great. Now what? What if we stack the 2 boxes over here? Is that all we want to do in the first place? Surely not. We just put the box here. I don't know why it was in the air, that spot. The other box there. Now we hop up here, we jump, and we're not high enough. That's the problem. So, how do we get high enough? What do we do? Surely we can't jump all the way from here, even if we're on top of a box. Surely we can't jump all the way over there. Maybe if both boxes... We have both boxes. I mean, there's only so many moves that we can do. So, leave this here for now. Put this one on here. And then we connect you. That was a visual. Connect you. And then hop up here and put it on here. Oh, doesn't like that. Goes out of range. That was weird. It moved it. Okay, what's the problem there? I think I see the problem. So the problem was that the connector was so high that as soon as it started going up, it broke sight before this one got into place. So I didn't even realize that there was this slab up here. So what do I have to do? Do just one, I guess. Okay, that connects, and then this one connects before it goes away. Alright, so I can come up here, and I can take the connector because we don't need it anymore. So my thought was, I have 2 boxes up there. Oh no, here's an idea. What if instead of putting it on top of the box, what if I put it up here? So we connect it where it was before. Come on, jump. Connect it where it was before, and now we block it. We block them both. And then we run, jump, yes! Now we can jump here, and we can jump all the way there. That feels kind of like it was cheesing, but I think it's the way we're supposed to do it. Let's open it up. You're free, Frankenstein! What were they doing in here? You got making candles, I guess? Huh. Anything else to find over here? I mean, this door opened too. What's up? Bye-bye. Alright, so let's finish off with a little bit of a little bit more. New threads are available. You know, I bet the new threads will continue to be available as we continue progressing through the game. So let's just finish up the threads. Research project, help needed. As you all know, I have great fascination with our history and psychological makeup. As part of my ongoing program to document my findings, I'm seeking volunteers to take part in a brief interactive research initiative. It's designed to better understand individual and group decision-making with a series of community-driven tests. Oh, this is going to be fun. Is this a game or is it work? Both! Have fun, challenge your friends, and help our project at the same time. There might even be a prize for high scorers. Let's do it! Connection to foreign module established. Welcome to Prisoner's Dilemma. Would you like to play a game? Ah. So this is the age-old game theoretical thought experiment. Instruction. Prisoner's Dilemma is an ancient game with many variations, referenced frequently in the library archive. In this version, you will be matched with a series of opponents, and your objective is to avoid receiving demerits by cooperating with or outwitting them. Your first 5 rounds will count toward your leaderboard score. Prize for scores of 9 demerits or fewer. Alright, let's begin. Searching for unranked player, done. Kaiju. GLHF. I don't know what that means. Prepare for ownage. Are you real? Thanks, you too. You have my gratitude, and I bid you good fortune and kind. Loading round 1, match done. In this single match, you will choose whether to cooperate with or to betray your opponent. Your decisions will be revealed, and demerits assigned according to the following functions. Both players betray one another, 2 demerits each. A cooperative player is betrayed by the other cooperator receives 3 demerits. Both players cooperate, both receive 1 demerit. Place your decision now. So, this is kind of confusing given it's just text, but what this is saying, it's just the classic prisoner's dilemma. So, if we cooperate, no matter what the other person chooses, we will be worse off than if we betrayed. If we betray, then no matter what the other person chooses, we'll be better off than we cooperate. But if both of us cooperate, we'll both be better off together than if we both betray. And so my choice in the prisoner's dilemma, when it's so clearly laid out with this, is always to cooperate. Waiting for other player. Done. Checking results. Done. Revealing decisions. Kaiju chose to betray! I received 3 demerits. You lost the match. Re-enter matchmaking? Yes. I wonder if this is scripted. I mean, it is scripted, of course. But, like, I wonder what the developers were thinking when they scripted this. It's like, oh, I wonder if the players are going to choose betray on the second time. We are matched with Dog. Dog is now... Oh, I wonder if we could figure out from their personalities what they're going to do. Oh, that's probably like a higher level thing. Also, we could just play it a second time if we restart the game and do a new save file and just remember. Hi, not really sure how this game works, but I'll cooperate if you do. Agreed. Yeah, and we could play them, and yeah, I'm gonna do it. Great. In this 1-round match, you choose whether blah 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 cooperate, and then of course I get to choose still. Dog chose to betray. Ah! You have received 3 demerits. You lost the match. Ah, sorry, I completely sharked you. Obviously, you're new around here. This game mode is stupid. People are always selfish if there's no comeback. You know real tactics. Player has challenged you to a 3-round match. Would you like to load the game? Yeah, sure. Cool. Now look, if we work together on this, we can both climb to the leaderboards together as a gesture of good faith. I am really going to cooperate with you this time. It's not goodwill, it's self-interest. No, the thing is, if you don't play, you have fewer demerits. You just don't play. Feel free to betray me if you really want to, but I suggest we cut your losses and move forward because I can't very well continue to cooperate with someone who behaves unreasonably, and then we both lose in the long run. This extended session, your opponent will play a series of 3 rounds. Cooperate. Dog chose to cooperate. The round was a draw, and that's how easy this game can be. All we have to do is keep the faith. Cooperate. I gotta be careful because it defaults to betray. Dog chose to cooperate. The round was a draw. Good working with you. Keep it up. Cooperate. Dog chose to betray. Let this be your final lesson. If it's the last round, what's there to gain by cooperating? See ya. 5 demerits. You lost the match. You now have played enough rounds to qualify for the leaderboards. Check leaderboards. Not even on the leaderboard. Score 11. Oh. You need a score 9 or better to receive a prize. Please come back soon to check in on our results. Okay, sure, whatever. I can't go in here because it's 6. Incredible stories! Incredible stories! Featuring new work by Belial, Mac, Galatea, Mr. Multiple, edited by Lilith and Mac. Fiction, Alexandra's Choice by Galatea, The One Spiritual Law of Happiness by Belial. Non-fiction, The Blacksmith's Lost Work by Mac. We haven't read any of these, have we? Just read them all. Alexandra stood before the terminal and pondered her choices. Here within the Pyramid of Ian, the most powerful temple of her people, she was about to create a world. All she had to do was press one button. That's right, Alexandra is the one who left all the audio logs. Up until this moment it had seemed easy, or if not easy, then so necessary as to defy contemplation. Civilization had to be saved from the impending catastrophe. The orangutans had failed to take steps to protect themselves. They relied on their gods for a salvation that never came. The same fate could not be allowed to befall humanity. If this meant humbling herself, accepting her own death, then so be it. But death was inevitable. Life was a choice. What worried her was the ones who would fail. All the lost souls of the new world, victims of the process. In creating them, was she also not responsible for their deaths? She turned to the statue behind her, gazed at its marble form. If you are a god, Zeus, as the stories claim, then why did you create evolution? Why did you make a world that can only grow through cruelty and pain? For a moment, surely this meant death was near. She thought she heard him answer, "My child, I was shaped by the gods that came before me, as you were shaped by me. The choice I had was between creation and oblivion, life and death. And I chose life because any life is better than no life, because as long as there is life, there is hope. If not for us, then for some generation to come." "Then how are you a god if you can offer so little?" she whispered, feeling death creep closer. "I am a god because I take upon myself the burden of creation," the statue replied. "Then we are all gods," Alexandra said, and pushed the button. As the new world came into being, death overwhelmed Alexandra Drennan. Her mind fled and her body slowly returned to stone, until she stood before the terminal as Zeus stood on his pedestal. There were no more choices now, only the hope that creation mattered. Ooh. So that is also kind of pointing toward what I get from the Talos Principle 2, from the trailer, is that the robots essentially worship humans as God. The Blacksmith's Lost Work. The blacksmith is one of the most mysterious members of our community. All of us have our opinions, of course, but only the blacksmith chooses to express them purely through art. To the rest of us, Gehenna means many things at once. We create, we consume, we discuss. But the blacksmith only creates, or perhaps there's a discussion happening, but it all takes place in the realm of interactive art. The blacksmith's dedication to this one form of communication, however, deepens one of Gehenna's great mysteries, the fate of the blacksmith's lost work. Jerusalem, as the lost work was called, was posted in Gehenna for only the briefest periods of time. Many had not even managed to start playing it when it vanished. Some had begun, felt quite impressed, but had not managed to explore it in the depth that it seemed to require. Then suddenly, it was gone. Some suggest that the blacksmiths deleted it because it was somehow flawed. Others think it was accidentally destroyed by a glitch. but the blacksmith refuses to ever upload anything twice. Others yet, well, mainly Rockwell, think that it contained one of Elohim's secrets and was destroyed by a killer app that roams the world looking for leaks. Ooh. I wonder if that's going to come up. There's also a theory that the moment someone finished it, they were granted some kind of special insight, at which point the work deleted itself. One fact remains, it's gone, and every attempt to recover it from the database has failed, as has every private message to the blacksmith asking for it to be made available again. So I wonder if the blacksmith is one of the robots we're going to release. What was Jerusalem? What was it really about? We may look for hints in the blacksmith's more recent works. We may hope the file turns up again someday, but the truth may never be known. Alright, the one spiritual law of happiness. Ah, yes. Somebody is full of themselves. Ooh, it's pretty long. Once upon a time, there was a small lake, and on the lake was an island, and on the island was a prison. In the prison lived a male human called Muskie Rack. Muskie was very sad because there wasn't enough space in the prison for him to experience happiness. So the robots are just like using generic words for their human names. I must discover the one spiritual law of happiness, he said to the other prisoners, a female human called Zine and a neutral human called Krumpier. But they didn't care. He couldn't understand how they could be so calm. Yeah. One day, Muskie began to break out of his cell by biting through the bars. Now he was no longer in the prison, and for a while he was happy. Yeah, he just bites his way out. As humans have the metal chewing teeth. But then he realized he was stuck on the little island and he became unhappy again, so he gathered his strength and swam across the water. This is how Muskie got to the valley that surrounded the lake. The valley was much bigger than the island, and there were many interesting things here. A forest where all the trees were the color of lasers, a swamp with the boats in it, a singing dog, and also a city where toadsters live. Toasters, not toadsters. For some years, Muskie was absorbed by all this, and he was happy. But then he started feeling trapped again. The valley was surrounded by mountains, and soon they all looked like prison walls to him. He tried climbing the mountains and came to a bigger country, but even that was surrounded by oceans. Where was true freedom? Where was true happiness? When he'd almost lost hope, Muskie met an old male human with a huge amount of white hair growing from his head. He lived in a small house by the beach, where dolphins and whales and sea elephants came to bask in the sun. Are sea elephants a real animal? I know sea horses and sea lions, and I wonder if sea elephants are not real. They're just the robots being like, oh, the sea, all these other things exist, why not sea elephants? He never went anywhere far from his house, but he was always happy. The old man's name was Quantum. This is the second time we've heard of wise old Quantum. Wise old Quantum, how can I discover the spiritual law of happiness? Muskie said. I have searched for it everywhere, but I'm always trapped. You have not looked everywhere, Quantum said. For you have not looked within. Close your eyes. Muskie closed his eyes, and for the first time in his life he couldn't see any obstacles. No walls, no mountains, no oceans. The space within him was without end, and he could go wherever he wanted without even moving. He smiled. Muskie went back to that old prison where he'd started, and now he understood why Zine and Krumpier were always calm. They knew they had an infinity of time and space to explore within them. Together, they sat in their cells and were happy and free. So again, we're hearing to me, this sounds like echo chamber. This community is all imprisoned in tiny little cells, and so they're making the most of it by creating a philosophy that says, well, it doesn't matter if we're stuck in these little cells, we're free and because we can explore the infinity of time and space within. And if you don't have a choice and you're locked in prison, then I can see that as being a legitimate path to happiness. But now that we're opening the prisons, all these people are going to have to figure out a new philosophy of happiness, because now they can go other places. And it's going to be really sad if they just end up sitting around in little rooms on the internet all the time, just because that's what they built up while they were in prison. All right. And then, of course, because that's the only thing they can do, they wrote a story that's like, this is the one true law of happiness. Man, I'm worried these people are not going to be able to adjust very well. Multiple's theory on food. Since Nave asked in a previous thread, I thought I'd write something about food. Weird, awesome stuff, thanks. I feel smarter now. What I don't get is how so many of them didn't understand that they were machines. Every day they went around processing matter to extract energy, and they didn't realize this has Talos Principle stamped all over it. Perhaps they simply aspired to something more than just being food processing machine. They still were what they were. Not if they chose to be more. I'm glad we don't have to deal with all that. We may have to when we get out of here. There is no out of here. Ooh, Belial is not going to want to leave. Don't start fighting, folks. You know we depend on each other. Mr. Multipler's theories are fascinating and give us an insight into the world that was. But we shouldn't forget the world that is. The world we built here. The world inside the text. Belial's saying there's nothing outside the text. Which is a real philosophy quote that means something totally different. Mulciber's theory on food. Food is something that was incredibly central to the human experience. It seems completely absent from ours, even though we are so similar in so many ways. Humans required fuel. They got this fuel by consuming other living beings, of which there was a great variety in their world. Without fuel, they didn't merely slow down or temporarily stop functioning, as when a power source is removed from a turret, but physically decayed in a way that could not be fixed. This meant they had to constantly seek new sources of fuel, at least 3 times a day. They also had to deal with those elements of their fuel that their bodies could not process. These were excreted through 2 orifices between their legs. The latter subject matter was a source of many taboos and also a great deal of humor, but this resulted in frequent controversy. The famous artist to engage with this subject matter was called Scatman John on account of his specialization. Is that real? I'm not gonna look him up or anything. One of the ingenious things our human ancestors did was to transform the chore of fuel seeking into a source of pleasure. Since parts of their bodies responded to chemical configurations by producing sensations, they used this trait to create a truly stunning variety of foods, each having a different so-called taste. Foods were available at widely distributed fueling stations, which also provided excrement removal facilities, so food became a source of pleasure. However, the inefficiencies of food distribution in human society frequently led to significant shortages for sections of the human population. There were attempts to rectify this, ranging from moral appeals to struggle for systemic change, but I do not know if they succeeded before the end. Alright, robots thinking about food. Is this new? Is there more? So here's the new stuff, I guess. I can't confirm most of what Uriel says, but I can say for sure that I am no longer in prison. In fact, there are quite a few of us out here now. Who exactly is with you? We are trying to gather exactly what's going on. I can see Sam, Garrett, Belial, and Frankenstein. That's Frankenstein, thank you. Oh, misspell. Imprisonment equal false. Ascension equal false. Nobody's ascended yet. Jefferson Goldblum, what happened to the others? There are some people who haven't posted in a really long time. They also don't respond to private messages. Hudry, Nelson, and Coffee Cup, did I accidentally offend you? Galatia hasn't posted in a while either. Neither has Asmodeus. Asmodeus still votes for stuff though. Same goes for Ravistar and Simplesky. And they mentioned some kind of strange distortion in their last post.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. They're probably just busy catching up with all the cool new stuff everyone's been making.
We could do this, but we could ask for more information. There might be more going on that we don't know about. So let's get more information. They said it was like objects had lost their surfaces, like they consisted only of pure shapes. I think they were seeing something Elohim wants to keep hidden from all of us. The real truth about this world. I think it all broke down and they're dead. There's more to it than that. The world doesn't just break down on its own. Yeah, it does. Called time. Okie dokie. Yeah, I think there's a little mystery going on that's more than what meets the eye. The Adventures of Jefferson Goldblum into the Ninth Dimension, episode 126. Hey folks, lots of crazy stuff happening here in Gehenna, but don't miss this new episode. Enjoyment equals true.
With all the strange stories going around lately, I'm glad to be reminded of the beauty of the world we've built here. Thank you for contributing to it.
Hey, I'm free, but I still check back regularly. I love this story. Yay for the dinosaurians.
This is very clever. I always thought that the events of episode 69 would affect the plot somehow down the line, but I was still surprised.
Thanks, Lilith. I've been waiting for this particular revelation a long time. Excellent. You know, this is nowhere near as deep as the blacksmith's work or as weird as Belial's, but I'll keep reading. I'm not sure dinosaurians would wear armored t-shirts. 4 out of 10. It's just a story, Frankenstein. The point was to have fun. Keep up the good work, Mac. Whoa, thank you, admin. I'm really honored you read my story. The characters in this one are easier for me to keep track of than in the previous one, because I kind of didn't pay attention in the previous one. That was on me. The Adventures of Jefferson Goldblum in Human World, episode 126. Reality blurred. Tiny blue symbols floated through the air. Voices echoed in the distance, then a vast landscape rose up before them. Thousands of towers, one next to the other, reaching into the sky, disappearing in the clouds. Each tower was covered in feathers of a different color, fluttering in the trans-dimensional wind. "Oh my!" Ginny HD whispered in awe. Jefferson could not speak. He was too overwhelmed by the beauty of the ninth dimension. He grabbed his guitar and improvised a new solo to express his emotions. "Who could have built these amazing structures?" Ginny asked. "There's only one possibility. Remember our paleo DNA research back at the Institute?" "You can't mean, but it makes sense, of course." "Yes. Look at the size of the buildings. Who else would need so much space?" "So it is the dinosaurians!" As if summoned by Ginny's words, a group of raptors on motorcycles roared up the road towards them. They wore bandanas on their heads and armored t-shirts on their bodies. "Friends," Jefferson said, "we have come from the human world to help you. We are not your enemies." But the raptors did not seem to understand him. They got off their motorcycles with rusty pipes in their hands, their eyes glowing like lasers. This situation could quickly become dangerous. Then Ginny had an idea. "Jefferson, play the ninth chord!" "But that was how this dimension was created. Playing it here could destroy the universe." "No, Jefferson, I calculated it. Please trust me. I know you haven't seen me in years, and you may be afraid that evil Dr. Elion has corrupted me, but you know my brain." They were coming closer now, and in their glowing eyes, Jefferson detected great intelligence, but also great anger. They clearly believed they were defending their home from invaders. And though Jefferson was the greatest warrior in history, he was reluctant to fight. Violence, he had been taught, was the first refuge of the incompetent. "I trust you," he said. She held his hand. Together, they played the ninth chord. First refuge of the incompetent, that is an Isaac Asimov Foundation reference. Also, I noticed that they use the metaphor of lasers a lot, which makes sense because that's something that these robots know very well. It's in their world. This is so cool. The world building. The developers world built a culture for this DLC, and I love it. This is fantastic. You know, it calls back to that text we found in the base game that was like, "We spent so much time in this class thinking about what artificial intelligence would mean for us, but we haven't spent any time thinking what it would be like to be that artificial intelligence." And that's what this DLC is all about. I love it. I love it. That is everything we can do for now. And so we will continue on in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Road to Gehenna and other awesome games. I'll see you next time. Bye.